It's not simply the Potato Bowl, it's the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, played, of course, in Boise, Idaho. All eyes on Josh Allen this afternoon as the Wyoming quarterback gives his last audition for the NFL Scouts as Wyoming takes on Central Michigan. All right, we've been looking at bowl history for each and every postseason game. Of course, expect the videos to be even more riveting, engaging, and informative as we move toward the big boys in the Power 5 a little bit later this week and next week. All right, Central Michigan at 8-4 this season, 6-2 in the MAC. Wyoming 7-5, 5-3 in conference play in the Mountain West. Josh Allen missing those final two games, but suits up, and one of many reasons to watch. Surprisingly illustrious bowl history for Wyoming. At 6-8, they've participated in 14 bowl games, the most of any team that we've covered thus far. New Year's Day 1951 was Wyoming's first entry into bowl play. They played the Washington Lee Generals in the Gator Bowl, and they won that game 20-7. Starting in 1966, Wyoming played some really top-notch opponents in bowl games. They played in 3 Sun Bowls, a Sugar, a Fiesta, and a Holiday Bowl, a number of Holiday Bowls, against the likes of Florida State, LSU, Oklahoma, Iowa, Oklahoma State, Cal, K-State, and UCLA. Some of the more memorable games for the Cowboys against Chuck Long, who finished runner-up in the Heisman the previous season in Iowa, losing to the Hawkeyes 20-19 in 1987. The following season, Barry Sanders went off against Wyoming in his Heisman year of 1988 in defeating the Cowboys in the holiday 62-14. 2004 was a win against a Power 5 UCLA opponent, 24-21 in the Las Vegas Bowl, and most recently the Wyoming Cowboys took on BYU, 24-21 losers in the Poinsettia Bowl last year as Josh Allen hit on 17 of 32 passes, 202 yards, a couple touchdowns, and 2 picks for the NFL prospect. Central Michigan, 10 all-time postseason appearances, 3 wins, 7 losses, starting off in 1990 in the California Bowl against San Jose State, losing that game 48-24. Central Michigan has taken on the Power 5 twice, and it was the Big Ten both times, losing in respectable fashion to the Big Ten. 2007 Motor City Bowl against Purdue, 51-48, and dropping a Quick Lane Bowl to Minnesota just 2 years back, 21-14. And who could forget the big splash of the Bahamas Bowl was a couple years ago, as we currently are in halftime of the Bahamas Bowl, 2014. Central Michigan trailed Western Kentucky 49-14 in the fourth quarter and rallied back to what would have been a tie game, pushed into overtime with an extra point, but they went for 2. Tried to get out of the Bahamas early, I guess, and missed the 2-point conversion, and Western Kentucky defeated Central Michigan 49-48. That's a look at bowl history concerning Central Michigan and Wyoming. The Cowboys and the Chippewas face off in the famous Idaho Potatoes Bowl a little bit later today. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for the best in college football coverage. If you don't believe me, look at the videos. Check them out right here on Mark Rogers TV.